love these old streets. I love the history. You can feel it, smell it. It's all around. Hey guys, GhostMan Shaun.B coming back at you from somewhere down the haunted back roads. Hope everybody's having a good day out there. We're back at it today in an amazing little district hidden away from everyday reality called Irvington. Inside of Indianapolis, but you wouldn't know it. It's beautiful Gothic revival style homes and buildings. This place is amazing. Today we're doing the Thomas Howe mansion behind me, now the United Methodist Church here in Irvington. It's amazing. So buckle up. We're taking a ride. Simply amazing. The history of the town. Everything. Just stunning. I love Irvington. I love this place. You can feel it. Today we find ourselves back in the historic district of Irvington. We're about to step into a world of mystery, tragedy, and possibly a touch of the supernatural. Our destination, the Thomas Carr Howe home, now a Methodist church, a place where history and hauntings intertwine. So buckle up and let's go deep into the eerie past at the Howe mansion. This Tudor-style mansion looks the part of an Old English haunted house, a double-gabled house with steep roofs and numerous casement windows. Looks fitting for King Henry VIII. The house, built in 1910 and known by historians as the Forest Howe Mansion, was once the home of Indianapolis educator Thomas Howe, then the president of Butler College and Howe High School. Howe was a huge, big-time Christian. Commenting in a speech he gave in Indianapolis of October of 1909, he stated, "I know no true education that is unchristian." Now, Howe purchased this house in 1914 and moved his wife Jenny and 4 children in. Now, either by circumstance or perhaps some unknown force, tragedy would strike the Howe family, often in his new home. The first incident would happen on a Saturday night in Indianapolis in 1914. Howe's daughter, the very beautiful 19-year-old Mary Elizabeth, was upstairs in the bathroom getting ready to attend an alumni ball, putting her touches on her hair and her makeup for that evening's gala. Her date was waiting patiently downstairs with his flowers with the Howe family. And after a while, Mrs. Howe went upstairs to check on her daughter. The door was locked. She tried frantically to get in, but she couldn't. Nobody could get inside, so a servant was told to climb up on the roof to get in through the window. When they did, they found Mary's cold, lifeless body lying on the floor upstairs. It was rumored she became entangled in a love affair with a married professor. The locals have reported strange happenings and spectral sightings, attributing them to the restless spirits of the Howe family. Because of the loss of Howe's daughter to poison, Thomas Howe would later get highly involved with the Madge Oberholzer death case in Indianapolis that involved D.C. Stevenson, that monster. Oberholzer had poisoned herself to escape the nightmare of a man named D.C. Stevenson. You can check that whole story on my past episode I just did. However, the house was far from done with the Howe family, and in 1921, another one of Howe's daughters, Charlotte, got engaged to a man that would come to stay at the mansion and one of the guest rooms while they planned their upcoming marriage. The man suddenly became ill and died soon after at nearby Community East Hospital. Charlotte would never marry again and spent the rest of her life longing for what might have been. The Howe family decided to leave the mansion in 1924, selling it to the Irvington United Methodist Church that's still here today. Howe might have left the home, but tragedy followed, and in 1934, while crossing the street, was struck by a car and died. Eyewitnesses have reported a persistent story that has remained since the 60s about a tunnel that ran half a block under the mansion, connecting this place to Washington Street. Nobody knows exactly why it exists, but people swear they played hide and seek as children in those tunnels. The tunnels have presumably been bricked over and sealed for public safety over the years, maybe waiting for future generations to discover the hidden meaning behind them. Imagine, if you will, the sound of a piano playing in the dead of night with no one around, or the sight of a young, beautiful woman believed to be Howe's daughter, appearing and then disappearing in the blink of an eye. Some locals have even reported hearing soft, mournful whispers believed to be Mary Howe, forever mourning her untimely demise. As we explore the church, it's hard not to feel a chill running down the spine. Is it the cold Indiana air, or is it the touch of a spectral hand? Who can say for sure? I can't. But in this house, the line between the living and the dead seems to blur. The stories from the past seep into the present, giving us a window into a time long gone, and perhaps a connection to those who've passed on. Remember, history's not just about dates and events, it's about the people who lived, loved, and yes, even haunt these places. So as we leave the hallowed halls of the Howe Mansion, we take with us a piece, just a piece, of its tragic history, and maybe, just maybe, a ghostly tale to tell around the campfire. Until next time, guys, I'm your host, GhostMan Shaun.B, and these are my haunted backroads.